Welcome to Tax Sale Insiders, the latest from Tax Sale Resources, bringing you information about tax sales from experts in the industry. TSR has interviewed a variety of industry leaders across the country, including Stephen Morrell of Jersey in Louisiana, Maureen Zink of Carlisle Law in Ohio, John Stanko of Stanko McCarthy Law Group in Illinois, and many, many more. The following is just a small snippet of a longer, in-depth interview with one of these leading industry experts. We interviewed Matthew Roth of Allen, Vellone, Wolf, Helfrich, and Factor PC based in Denver, Colorado. In this clip, Matt talks about the importance of checking for prior open tax amounts for payment before attempting to take the tax deed, or you could lose the property. It's super interesting, so stay tuned.
Now, as far as I'll say redemptibility, if that's even a word, but the prior owner or the another lien holder or a person of interested party in that property wants to redeem that at any time, right? They obviously can go and redeem it for the open taxes plus additional interest and fees for that 3-year period. Once you apply for that treasurer's deed, do they have the right to redeem basically the same way at any point until you have that treasurer's deed in hand?
Yes, so at any period during the 3 years, any interested party could seek to pay off the tax lien and preserve the right, either the prior owner's right or a lien holder's right could seek to preserve their interest. After the 3-year period, you apply for a treasurer's deed, and the prior or the owner, or as I refer to them, the prior owner or any lien holder could seek to redeem, again, trying to preserve their rights to the property to pay off that tax lien. So they have, 3 years and then an additional period after you apply for the treasurer's deed. It's their, I guess, one last chance where the county would give them notice that now the tax lien holder is seeking to obtain a treasurer's deed and own title to the property, which would mean their lien would be extinguished. It gives them the last chance to redeem and preserve or protect their lien rights or their ownership rights.
Got it. And now, is the interest still earning during that roughly 6-month period?
Yes, correct. So there's interest is accruing during the entirety of that period, from during the 3-month or the 3-year period at any time thereafter.
Okay. And then, after you have that treasurer's deed in hand, I guess there's still the opportunity for the prior owner to object to that, but it's basically, that's a court case at that point in time, right?
Exactly. And at that point, their rights have been compromised or diminished, so they had their chance, and unless they have some valid claim, you would think that after that period, you're just dealing with a claim, but it would be a legal action to defeat that claim.
Got it. Now, would you say the courts in Colorado are fairly prior owner friendly or investor friendly, as opposed when it comes to, I know every case is different, but I know some states are much more, if there's any claim to that property from a prior owner, they will always err on the side of giving it back to the prior owner. And then there's some states that are more err on the side of, well, you've had multiple chances up to this point, they go on the side of the investor most of the time. Does Colorado have a side they typically go with, or is it every case by case is different?
I would think that it's an unbiased process, so the courts pretty much look at the statute and say, you've had your opportunity to pay off that tax lien, you've had your opportunity to redeem, and we're going to follow what the statute says and vest title in the lien holder, the tax lien holder. But, from county to county, you could have, maybe more sympathy in terms of the owner of the property or the prior owner, based on whatever arguments they could make. They could certainly appeal to the sympathy of the court that they, didn't receive proper notice or something along those lines, and seek to make a reasoned argument, and the courts could be sympathetic to that. But I think the courts, I don't think there's a bias for or against owners or investors. I think it's a pretty straightforward process, and at least I'd like to think that the courts are going to simply enforce the law as it's written.